Okay, next let's talk about some InDesign tools. First of all, the lay of the land. At the top here, your InDesign main menu area is where you find all of your file menu items. File is going to be the same things like save, open, close, edit, copy, paste, similar to Photoshop and any other application. Under layout, you're going to see things like creating pages, ruler guides, numbering options. Under the type menu, you're going to find things that obviously manipulate the type. Objects is where you're going to find ways of manipulating and changing things about objects. And in InDesign, anything that's created on a layer, like a text box, a image box, or an unassigned box, are all considered objects. And then tables, you can create tables in here similar to Word or Excel if you need that as part of your document. And then under the different views, you have your zoom in, zoom out, rotates, and such things like that. And then finally under window is where you find all of your palettes that are not currently visible. And then help if you need it. You can always search the help menu. Below that, you have the new interface bar, which changes things about how you're seeing the actual application layout. Below that is the tool options bar. And in here, you're going to find any options for the particular tool that you're on. Currently, I'm on what they call the selection tool, which allows you to select an object. Now at the moment I don't have any objects, so there's nothing to select. So let me go down and first create an unassigned box, which is just a generic box. Now if I go back to my selection tool, I can select off of that box. Now nothing is selected, or when I click on that box, it becomes the selected object. And then you see options up here in the top box. When you're on the selection tool, this is how you can manipulate the particular object that you've created. So at the moment, the X and Y axis here is telling me where on the page that particular object sits. So if I know that I need that box to be, I don't know, 0.5 from the top and 0.5 from the side, I can move it by changing those measurements. Now, it didn't move the way I expected it to because I was thinking that it was looking at the top left corner, but as you can see over here, it's looking at the center of that object. So by clicking on this little icon right there, now I can make that change based on the top left corner as opposed to the center. And you can see that it moved my object box up to the margin, which is ½ inch in and ½ inch down from the corner of my box, corner of my page. Here, it's telling me the height and width of that box. So if I know I need that box to be a particular size, like say maybe I'm doing a business card and I need it to be 3.5 by 2 inches high, then I can create the box to be that particular size and shape. This allows you to change the scaling, the rotation, the skew, mirroring. This guy right here is important. It is the stroke around the outside of the box. So at the moment, you can see my box has a black line around the outside. It also has, it looks like a red line, but that's just indicating what layer it's on. But at the moment, I have a 1-point stroke outline on that box. So if I didn't want that, I don't want that box to show up for some reason, then if I change that stroke to 0, now that box will no longer have an outline around the outside. So that's the selection tool, and one of the most important and usable tools in InDesign.